Stop wasting your time. If you commit to this one thing every day, success will be guaranteed. I used to play video games for 12 hours straight until 3 a.m. and then I would just go right to sleep and I would see no problem with it at all. Little did I know that I was completely wasting my life away on all these things that had absolutely no benefit on my life. I would float around with no purpose. I wouldn't try my homework. I would scroll all the time. I would waste so much of my life force away for no benefit. And then one time in 2022, I discovered Andrew Tate. I know, it's funny. A lot of people don't like him, but he seriously changed the way that I thought about things. And he made me realize that I was completely wasting my life away when I could actually be doing something beneficial and leading my life in the right direction. From that point forward, when I heard that, I instantly became motivated and I started researching self-improvement content, and I started watching videos on how to improve yourself, how to go to the gym, how to eat clean, how to take care of your skin, how to do all of that. It led me into an insane rabbit hole that I'm still in today of just improving your life in all aspects. And I really fell in love with that process of just improving every way you can. So step one, to show up every day. Showing up every day for me means posting at least one piece of content every day, because that's the kind of thing that I'm working on myself. That also means for me to get at least some type of exercise in during the day. That can either be lifting, that can be calisthenics, that can be walking, running, swimming, anything you want. But for me, those are the two daily non-negotiables that I have to do that will keep me productive and keep me on track towards my goals. And honestly, some days are hard. For example, today, I didn't get much sleep last night and I woke up really tired, but I managed to force myself to go to the gym, and I'm forcing myself to make this content right now. I've been doom scrolling for the last 2 hours. I know, very unproductive, but I made myself film this video. But honestly, momentum builds like crazy. I mean, once you start a consistent routine of going to the gym, running, you get a specific schedule, it will feel so easy to do these things. It used to be so hard for me to motivate myself to go to the gym until I actually found a good schedule, a good split. And then once you genuinely know what you're doing, it makes it so much easier. And soon enough, you're going to start seeing results. For me, this was the growth on Instagram. This was changes on my body. This was my weight going up. All the things that I've been working hard for have been starting to gain traction. And that's just because I committed to it every day. Step two is going to be play the long game. So what this means is nothing that you do now is going to have a positive benefit on you, but in the future, you will find all the benefits. So the second you wake up, all the hard work that you put your body through the day before is all going to come, and you're going to experience all those benefits. So what this really means is it's about long-term focus over instant gratification. So instant gratification are things like junk food, scrolling, gaming, drinking, all these things that feel good in the moment but drag your future self down. On the other side, the long-term focuses, which are going to the gym, improving yourself, eating clean, working towards your goals, all of these will benefit your future self in a good way. For me, I had to sacrifice nights out. I had to stop gaming altogether. I had to cut off friends that distract me from my goals. And yeah, this stuff is hard, but once you realize that that's what's holding you back from being successful, then it's honestly easy to do. I actually posted for 34 days, twice a day, and I didn't even gain 50 followers. There were so many times that I wanted to quit and that I wanted to just give up, but I knew that this was my dream, and if I kept being consistent towards it, I eventually would see growth. Now, I do only have 2,000 followers, but if I go back to that time, that's a crazy goal for me. The goal was to get 1,000 followers within the first 2 months, and I crushed that easily by just being consistent. Step 3 is to track, reflect, and adjust. You have to track your progress. If you don't track your progress, you're not going to know how far you've come. It can be anything. It can be your followers, your weight, your physique, your micronutrients, your really anything. It doesn't matter. But if you want to see real results, you have to track your progress and you have to make changes on that to actually see a benefit. So when I first started posting content, obviously my content was terrible. And I went through all that content and I made changes and I made it better until finally I started getting some virality, some reels that actually started popping off. The real lesson here is that nothing is easy. I used to think that if I posted 5 reels that I would blow up and it would be so easy, but I didn't get over 300 views on any of my first reels. They all flopped because they were all terrible, and you're going to be terrible at the start. That's just how it is. You have to actually enjoy the process if you want to be consistent with it and to keep going. So think about it like this. Everything that you do today either brings your current self up in the future or it brings it down in the future. So all the bad choices that you make are going to negatively impact your future self, where on the other side, all the positive choices you make are going to positively affect your future self. So just keep working out, keep being consistent, keep eating clean, keep avoiding instant gratification, focus on long-term goals. Success is guaranteed. There's nothing that's going to stop you but time. And that amount of time depends on how willing you are to focus solely on the things that will benefit your future self. For example, Quentin Tarantino, who's one of my favorite movie producers, made my favorite movie, Pulp Fiction. He worked tirelessly for 5 to 6 years before he saw any progress. Nobody believed in him, but he just kept grinding and kept focusing because he knew that if he kept putting in the work, that it would pay off, and now he's one of, if not the greatest movie producers of all time. If he had just given up, then he never would have been successful. If he had given up after countless people told him that it wouldn't work, countless people told him that he wasn't meant for it, then it never would have worked out. If he felt that it was a scam, that nobody could do it, it wouldn't have worked out. So if you really want inevitable success, all you have to do is be consistent to your goals. Trust me, your future self will thank you.